Hello, hello. I don't know if this thing is working. I think it's working. Anyway. Let's get into it. So, a couple things. I've been trying to get a recording out here because the game has been doing a couple weird things. One, I stopped the zombie when I was holding Alt. It should have, how do I put this? Swung the axe instead that I have. Another thing I've noticed is outlines disappearing and the shots just that I'm hitting make a sound but don't actually do anything. So I'd like to just kind of record that, show it, and expose that to the person who I want to send this to, which is gonna be hopefully one of the devs. I think it's a dev, not 100% on that. I've got a buddy here with me. We're on a server called West Coast Noobs, b42.14. It's a decently populated server. It's a 60+ player server. So it's probably about 50 players on at the moment. And it's something to do with zombies. So I'm going to show the outline here. And actually tap on it right now. See how the outline disappears. I clearly be able to hit him. Now I'm actually hitting him, but when that outline disappears, your swing does nothing, and then you can get hit. I'm wearing great armor, so you won't see me get hit, and I'm also not going to risk this character, because, well, my group kind of needs all these skills that I have here. But the basic thing here is that the game is having issues like that, which are getting us killed. And I also, if I... Actually, Wolfie, do you have a gun? Okay, I need you to go get it. Because I need to kill them. See, that's how a normal zombie supposed to react. The rifle goes up, they get hit. That's what's supposed to be. As you see with that first zombie, multi-hit is on. So, do bear in mind. Here you go. And that's another glitch there. You notice that's another glitch I'm experiencing right now. That's very interesting, by the way. So this is just kind of showing multiplayer glitches for the game reset recently. It's been on for about 2 days. So bear in mind, and it's also a multiplayer plus with a 10x. So, there's that. It's my first time using OBS, really, for a video, so bear in mind. It's really weird. So, yeah. I'm gonna pause and go to a clip where it actually seemed real. Alright, here's another fight. Let's see if it does. Maybe. With your death. Yeah, this will just kinda... I like to do this because during looting, you can see issues. I don't want to hate on the game. I'm not hating on the game. I'm just trying to show issues that I've noticed with multiplayer, so you all can make improvements. Just in case other people aren't handling this. I don't really know how to access this bug or anything. To show how it is, this is just raw gameplay. Turn off my music. Actually, you can see the reticle. Didn't really appear there, but I'll still hit it. Half the time when the reticle shows really working. So, I'm gonna pause that. This is, well, no one combat. Alright, so I am now recording again, showing the bug of sheep. Yeah, see how she's doing it? So that's a bug. Apparently it wants to work now, but when I lose that reticle, 9 times out of 10, yeah, you see how that's what I'm talking about there. Good dealing with bugs though. I'm making a recording to try to show the devs themselves for, because that zombie, you seen how I hit it, and it just didn't do
Yeah.
anything? That is a
Yeah, I've run
bug,
into
and
that shit.
I'm trying to report it. Are you having issues like that as well?
Yeah, I've had a bunch of those issues.
Okay, so it isn't just me. So,
Yeah,
for
that's a lot of us, yeah.
yeah, so I'm gonna try to send this to the devs and hopefully they can improve on it or fix it. They said they fixed it earlier, I think in a dev log for 42.14, but they obviously didn't.
Alright, be safe, Wolf.
Yep, I'll try my best. I'm being careful. So yeah, that has gotten us killed many times. That bug. That it's a very dangerous bug. That's why I'm wearing all the armor. I really wouldn't wear armor. The bug was so bad. They have discomfort off on this server. Well, not completely off, but it's mostly gone. I'm wearing pretty good armor. See no reticle, no damage, even though clearly I was in range. So it's just a couple of the issues I've been running into. But this is my protection here, so to kind of show that. And I've seen them ignore the armor values where they just haven't damaged any clothing and just gone right through it. And that's I'll let him get up so you can see this in action. But let's see what he does. Yeah, see how I just hit him there, and no damage. I'm axe. Let me remind you, I'm axe level 8. So I normally 1 to 2 shot a zombie with this level. Yet you can see I hit him twice. The zombie didn't even flinch. When you're pushing zombies or fighting zombies, I have about 2,000 hours, so my expectations and attack patterns are locked in at this point. So when a hit doesn't register, it has a higher chance of killing me. New players may be able to get around this a little easier, but for more experienced players like me, we're in a rhythm with combat. And when that happens, it breaks the rhythm, and sometimes it gets killed, especially in bigger groups. So, that's an issue that's happening. That's an issue that I think the player base itself, as multiplayer, this doesn't happen on single player. I haven't seen it happen once on single player. Also, I don't have a reticle. I tried going into my settings, or not settings, but like the settings for here, the options, and seeing if I can get the reticle to come up. It doesn't come up. I can still shoot the zombies, but the reticle itself does not come up. So, yeah, it's a couple things I've noticed. Hopefully, this will help you guys as the devs, or whoever sees this, whoever I send this to, or gets out to. Hopefully you guys can get it to a dev, so they can look into it a little more thoroughly and see what is happening in the code and maybe recreate it. I don't play on other servers, so I don't know if other servers deal with this, but it's a 60 player plus server. We've had actually the server lock up a couple times where we couldn't do any actions. So the admins on the server are very active, and yeah, I'm hoping you guys can look into this, hopefully get this to the right people, and hopefully this can be improved before this unstable branch of theory comes out. So I don't know if you guys have already improved on it, because I've really only seen the lockup happen on the server yesterday. I haven't seen anything really today. And it usually would have happened at this point. What time is it? It's 12:44 Eastern time as of this recording. So I'm gonna pause it here. And yeah, as you see, it's not just me, because with that brief conversation with him, he's also experiencing it. I think I've had my teammates also experience it. So, there's definitely a couple issues going on. So, I'm just hoping I will see an improvement in the future. I pray. So I don't have to lose any more characters. I've got another bug zombie here. this guy in the varsity jacket here. Watch what happens when I try to hit him during that little phase. He doesn't hit. Keep in mind, no previous damage, nothing. And not even a stun. What's really caught us out. I don't think it's the damage, lack of damage that's really catching us off. It's the fact they don't get stunned. Oh, here it is again. Actually, I just got stunned. I barely pushed him off there. So far. Why are you... The only way it seems to get around this bug is pushing them down. This doesn't happen with all zombies, as seen there, but a good portion of them is. This is happening in Irvington. I don't know if certain lags or certain areas will make zombies act differently, depending on area. I've seen this especially here. I haven't really seen it in Ekron, because it's the two places we've really been, and Echo Creek where we've kind of been. But yeah, that's just another illustration of what is happening. And it's frustrating, because when that happens, and you're fighting zombies, the push-off that I had to do there, that'll get me killed if there's more than, one zombie. So, and they seem to get way more attracted to cars as well. So, with that, it's definitely easier for you to jump like that. But I'm gonna pause, and I'm just gonna unpause when we get back to this. Again, another fight. Another fight here, and you can see it happened again. First zombie, and it happened there. Didn't seem like it was itself. No hit there. And that's 2 of what? And you can see a hit ratio, and a hit ratio. 3 of, what, 4 zombies I was fighting there? That one's got 1 shot. It seems like you're at your maximum range, it doesn't like doing it as much, but once you get to that middle range before they can hit you, it seems to be that. You have a can. So, you really got to at their maximum range. And using a fire. Information there. Fire axe, or half. Actually, no sharpness really. So, just to keep in mind, I'm actually going to use a wrench now. I do have a little bit for a point of wrench. Yeah, you can see there. No bueno. We're actually going to go over the fence here. When they're on the ground, is when it works. The game decides it wants to work. If they're not on the ground, the game kind of says no, and gives you the middle finger. Especially in the fighting. Actually, it's another glitch you just seen there. A zombie got absolutely turned around. For no reason. I think that probably should have activated there. Yeah, it shouldn't. So, another hit drag problem. That one was a miss. It's flat out. I'm not gonna lie. Seems like the safest way is to make a transformation for really any of the Zomboid player base who's playing the 42 multiplayer at the moment, that you're experiencing this issue on a server. Kind of ways to get around it. Kind of what you were highlighted too. Excuse me? So, clear definition of how the game is working at the moment. Of course, it could also be the larger server. I don't know if there's any other site servers and stuff. Again, this is vanilla. It's a 42 vanilla server, I might add. Right clicking. Sorry. hilarious. I'm gonna try to take beta blockers. I don't know if this is gonna work or not. It's just that fine. Audio cues tell me they're closer than they are. Although I'm running this through speakers at the moment. My game volume, so you may hear echoing here and there from the game volume. Because I'm running through speakers for Discord purposes and for hearing purposes, because it lets me have defined volume. Albeit, I don't really know the direction. Direction now is a little harder with the setup like this. So, and this is advertised to server for noobs. So, noobs is in the name. It's a very populated server. I'm sure it's probably there's at least, I mean, if you look at the map here, that in my mini map here, this is the player count on the server. Albeit all in this area, but still, it's a good portion of the players. This is not the unpopulated server. Quite the opposite. It's a about 6 player number here. So, I don't know what this zombie is doing. Excuse me? Excuse me? Hello? So, you can see, especially that zombie is, acting weird. I'm actually gonna jump the fence here, so I don't get murdered by... Very fun. Oh, there goes my boot, but... by Zomboid Jank, as some of us can call it. And we call it that for a very good reason. I finally killed them all. Let me just run it down. So far, it's pretty fun, it's pretty good. I've gotten some pretty good progression out of this. So, I'm happy, because multiplayer I find, personally, I don't know if anyone has the same sentiment, but I don't have as much determination on, solo, but on a multiplayer server, where variables change quite a bit, ends up being more fun for me. So, I played longer on, servers like this. So, yeah. But I'm gonna now end it and wait until I get back to this. this is the base here. I did not realize I had my lights off. I enjoy a couple aspects, although combat could need some work. But yeah, this is our base. I showed you the storage downstairs. You guys seen on the way in. That way my mic's muted. I like how the scythe works, although I do wish it could be used as a weapon. If we could get that modeled in, that'd be awesome. But yeah, currently, I think we could use some improvement on the Build 42 side of multiplayer. I don't think I've really seen issues with single player. Single player has been ironed out pretty well, I'd say. Albeit I haven't played that often. My headset side turned off. It's so annoying. But yeah, I'm gonna stop this here. Hopefully I can send this to one of y'all after uploading it on YouTube. This has kind of been my sums up my Build 42 multiplayer experience. I expressed earlier the servers have locked up. What that would mean is when we try to grab items, we just wouldn't be able to grab them, and we would suffer a rollback on our characters, which would kind of be annoying. I don't know if that was fixed or the admins fixed it or what, but it's a very annoying glitch, and I hope to never see it again. That is all from Wolfkiller559 on the noobs, West Coast noobs Build 42 MP server. Goodbye.